All right, Sports Talker Nation, welcome back once again. It's your host, the G-Man, as we continue with our team-by-team review of the NFL Draft. Today, we're going to talk about your artist previously known as the St. Louis, now Los Angeles Rams. I actually have no problem going back to all the LA Rams. I never think they should have left in the first place. So it feels like they're back home. This is going to be very similar to the Eagles, the discussion, and the fact that it's all going to be about that quarterback. Except they traded a boatload away. They were coming from further down than the Eagles, coming from 15 to 1. They had to give up the entire candy store to get up to 1 to get what they hope is their franchise quarterback. I question some of their motive and their rationale and who they chose. I worry that it's because he's a little more game ready. They took Goff as opposed to Wentz. I think most people agree that Wentz has a higher skill set, but he's more game ready. They need to sell some tickets. He's a local guy in Cal. I don't know. I worry about the rationale. But again, I understand what they did. I just don't necessarily love the player. But it's going to be all about him in this draft. It's Jared Goff. If Jared Goff's a franchise quarterback, then this is an A draft. If not, they got some problems. Elsewhere, since they didn't have second or third round picks, they did get some value in the fourth round. I think they did well with both of their fourth round picks. Tyler Higbee is a tight end out of Western Kentucky. For those who didn't see Western Kentucky play, I don't know what you're waiting for. They're so much fun to watch. They put up 45 points a game, and they throw the ball constantly and within 15 seconds of the clock going off. He's more of a split seam Zach Ertz type tight end. He's not going to be an inline blocker, but I do think he can help get open in the seam, help a young quarterback. So I think Higbee has some value. Pharoh Cooper, people really loved him. I've mixed opinions of him. I think he made plays. He doesn't have a ton of speed. He doesn't even have a ton of maneuverability, but he's big and he's strong, and he played multiple positions at South Carolina before settling in at wide receiver. So I think he does have a chance to be a solid contributor. After that, they only had picks in the sixth round, where they actually had three of them. Not much to speak about. Tamarick Hemingway is a tight end, another tight end. Maybe he sticks as a second blocking tight end. Josh Forrest is an inside linebacker. Their defense is pretty strong. Going to be tough for a guy like that to make the team. And lastly, Mike Thomas is a wide receiver. Who knows? They do need wide receiver help, so there's certainly a chance. They need to get a little bigger there. A lot of the guys they have are smaller, shiftier type wide receivers who I do love Tavon Austin. I even like Stedman Bailey, but they have limited roles, so maybe a guy like that has a chance to stick. So again, the best upside steal to me would be probably Cooper. Higbee's close to that as well. The reach for me is Goff, not because of position, but because of what they had to give up and because I'm just not sold on him. He was falling down my quarterback list. I mean, everybody thinks I'm insane, so what do I know? But I would not have taken Goff that high. So I can't give them anything higher than a C draft. This has a chance to be much higher if Goff turns out to do well. No one's going to care that they gave up so much, but in the meantime, I do care that they gave up so much. So with that in mind, that's your 2016 NFL Draft review of the Los Angeles Rams. I'm your host, the G-Man, and I am out.